On this episode of Know Your Institutions, we look at the United Church of Zambia Chodot housing estate. This is part of the many productive business ventures the institution has gone into. We will conclude by visiting the new Chodot proposed site. Let us join the Chodot principal as we tour the housing estate and the new proposed site for the Chodot Training Center. Enjoy.
Welcome to the United Church of Zambia Chodot Training Center Housing Estate. And I want to welcome you by asking you to join me as we come into the housing estate. The housing estate or a real estate, I would like you to have a look at the units or the houses that we have for rent. Welcome. So the unit that you see behind is a semi-detached house. It is 2 bedrooms and runs as such. This is on the right, but on the left there, down there, we have got single units. Those single units, those are bigger houses and they are 3 bedrooms. And of course they vary in the rental. They carry a different rental rate. So the 3 bedrooms this side and this other side, the semi-detached and 2 bedrooms. So there are only 2 categories of the houses that we normally have here, and all in one location. So we do provide 24 hours security, meaning that by the security booth there is a security guard during the day, and also there's another security guard at night. Besides that, we also have security dogs here. So the night guard will always carry a security dog, and that's what reinforces our security system here at the Chodot Housing Estate. Right behind me is a 2 classroom block which houses our food production training, or if you want, catering. So catering training normally happens in the block that is just behind me. Now, like I mentioned before, this institution has new land. This land is where we intend to build an ultra-modern structure. We are going to have to move from the old site there to come to this land. So this site, we intend to make sure that we have the administration block, we have classrooms, and the plans that we have so far show that now the land is bare. It goes all the way up to the far end where you can see the red roof there, and it's vast land actually. So this land has actually been fenced. It's in a block wall, and this block wall ensures that we are safe from land encroachment, because many years ago we used to have a lot of encroachers, and this is why we need to up the game to try and see how best we can maybe partner with some donor institutions that can help us to raise this new site into an ultra-modern learning facility. So this block is the first block that we have done, and on the left, the first classroom here on the left is the one that serves as a theoretical class. When they finish their learning their theory in this class, it's a pity now it's lunchtime, so students have knocked off, but this classroom is just there for learning. So once the theory is done, then they come into this class. So this class is the one again where we have machines for catering. So they do a lot of cooking here. They do all their practicals. And you can see here that this new classroom block was opened by the Byte Trust chairman, Sir Alan Munro, on the 28th of April 2015. It's been a while, but we know that between 2015 and now, a lot of things should have happened. But I think like any other training institution, we're going through a few financial difficulties to just get the project started. But with any donor help, partners who can come and be able to join hands with us, we would like to ensure that this whole area is developed as quickly as possible. So besides the classroom, we have got the ablution this side. This is for the gents, and besides the gents, we have a storeroom here, and that is the ladies' side. Now this is meant to be an office, but at the same time, this is where we are temporarily keeping, it's serving as a security booth. So we have our security dogs inside here, which when immediately it's in the evening, by 20 hours, the dogs are moving around here to serve as security dogs to help the guard that is particularly on duty. The reticulation, the water reticulation system over there, it's our water system that supplies the real estate that we have there. So Chodot housing estate is supplied with water because we have a borehole there, and this reticulation system doesn't supply this block here, but the block is supplied by another borehole. We can see the tank that's over there just before the pine tree. So that tank supplies the site, this side, and also to mention that the supply from that tank also feeds into the garden, because when the rains are over, we make sure that the water from there supplies the gardens that are just before the water tank. Then over there, we have got that unfinished building. The unfinished building there is what we are calling now the new block for boarding. We want to turn it into a boarding house, rather. So that boarding house, once complete, will be able to accommodate some of our students who are coming from outside CHOMA. Suffice to mention that in CHOMA here, Chodot Training Center has almost reached its saturation. Most of the students that come from around this community, they have already been trained in the skills that we so far have. They've been trained in carpentry, they've been trained in tailoring, they've been trained in catering. They've also been trained in computers, and we have a few that also come to be trained, but majority of the inquiries we are having, they are now coming from towns like Sinazongwe, Livingstone, Kalomo, Namwala, Mamba. All those places are giving us a lot of inquiries. Students want to come and enroll with Chodot Training Center, but because of the boarding facility which we don't have, we find that as a result we have low student enrollment. So once that is complete, we are hoping that that structure can accommodate students as a boarding house as they come to do all the various programs.
This documentary was brought to you by the Synod Communications Department. Thank you for watching.